speak when I have anything to say. Yes, I'd like to see anybody try to shut me up.
During the mid-1930s, when Hollywood was looking to cast an older housekeeper, nurse, nanny, or grandmother, there were few character actors who could fit the bill as perfectly as Jessie Ralph. With depth and humanity, Jessie always gave a sweet or salty performance that was sure to be one you'd remember.
If you were a little smarter, I'd buy you a rifle.
Jessie Ralph Chambers was born the daughter of a sea captain in Gloucester, Massachusetts in 1864. By the age of 16, she had joined a stock theater group and began a long career on the American stage. Lacking the classic beauty of a leading lady, Jessie nevertheless established herself as an in-demand professional character actress on Broadway, oftentimes performing alongside her good friend, stage and screen actress Jane Cowell. It wasn't until 1933, when she was asked to reprise one of her stage roles for the screen, did Jessie come to Hollywood. By 1934, her film career was in full swing, and over the course of the next 7 years, Jessie Ralph would appear in 47 films, mostly for MGM. With only one scene in the 1934 William Powell Myrna Loy film Evelyn Prentice, Jessie made enough of an impression to appear later in 2 other films with Powell and Loy: Double Wedding, and the second film in the pair's celebrated Nick and Nora Charles series, After the Thin Man. Playing Nora's Aunt Catherine, she is a severe but proud woman whose love for Nora is equaled only by her disdain for Nick.
Well, Nicholas, I might have known that you were at the bottom of this.
Come right in, Aunt Catherine.
How much more of this nonsense have I got to endure?
We hope that this will be the last.
She was soon cast in higher profile roles, such as the lovable Nurse Peggotty in George Cukor's David Copperfield.
You're a very handsome woman, aren't you?
Me handsome, Davy? No.
And the faithful protective maid, Nanine, to Greta Garbo's Marguerite in Cukor's Camille.
I beg you, come. Oh, I shouldn't do this. You don't think he cares how you look. He knows you've been ill.
With a diverse acting range, Jessie could just as easily play the kind and loving domestic, the caustic and callous grandmother, or the distinguished yet saucy Duchess.
We are going to be married.
Oh, is that all? I thought there'd been an accident.
In fact, a review of I Lived My Life in the New York Times said of her performance, Jessie Ralph, as the tyrannical head of the family, proves again that she is the best of the screen grandmothers.
I want that man out of here. I want him out of here in exactly 2 minutes, or I'll call the police. And if the police can't do it, they'll do it themselves. That's all.
Jessie often played characters who had risen to the upper class while still retaining a folksy, down-to-earth mindset, as she did with an emotional performance in San Francisco.
Have you seen Mary Blake?
She was with my son. He's dead, isn't he? Well, it's God's will.
And as the forthright Duchess opposite Joan Crawford in The Last of Mrs. Cheney.
Would you like to know where I was born? Yes, in the charity ward of a lying-in hospital in Dublin.
Oh, you're joking.
No, my dear. I was a Gaiety girl when I met his lordship.
Always ready with a one-liner, Jessie had a flair for adding local color to her characters.
Shut your face or I'll fill you full of lead.
Although she didn't receive professional accolades for her screen work, Jessie did appear in 6 Academy Award-nominated films for Best Picture, and that ain't bad. In the latter part of her career, Jessie continued adding flavor to films like Drums Along the Mohawk, and especially as the mother-in-law to W.C. Fields in The Bank Dick.
He makes me sick.
Shall bounce a rock off his head?
In 1941, she returned to MGM for what was to be a series of films, beginning with They Met in Bombay.
That young lady. She's the image of myself years ago.
But that turned out to be her last performance. Soon after she finished filming, Jessie retired following complications with diabetes. She returned to Gloucester, where she would live out her remaining years, succumbing to a heart attack in 1944. Remembered fondly as a kind and compassionate woman, her hearty laughter and commanding presence will forever be her legacy.
Oh, hello, Weaver. Is that a hen or a mouse trap? Oh, no, leave it on. It's funny.
Jessie Ralph. What a character.
Download the Watch